Morning, children. Good morning, children. Welcome back to the social session. Children, yesterday we were learning about the sex ratio in Telangana and in India. So, as a part of the gender equality, we learned that in 1951 in the country, per every 1000 males, 946 females were there, whereas by 1981 it has decreased to 934. Whereas coming to Telangana, the present, according to the 2011 census, 988 females are there per every 1000 males. But when you compare it with below 6 years age children, okay, in 1991 per every 1000 boys there were 978 girls were there. But whereas this situation has got decreased by 2011. Per every 1000 boys, there are only 933 girls are there. This means that the situation originally is not good, but it is getting deteriorated even in Telangana region also. And this may be due to various reasons, as you know that. In some families, young girls do not get sufficient nutritious food. Usko अच्छा नहीं खिलाते, इसीलिए they become weak and they suffer from diseases. And girl children in India also face discrimination. They do not receive proper medical treatment also, and in recent times the proportion of girls has reduced also due to female foeticide. Killing the girl child in the womb itself has become a part of the preference towards male children. So this also has caused a decrease in the girl children, and there is a social practice where girl children are killed before they are born. That is because of the preference to the male child. This also means that there is a medical advancement to find out from the womb itself. When the woman is pregnant, you can scan and find it out whether it is a boy child or the girl child. If it is a girl child, they are getting it aborted, and there is a preference for the male child. Because of this technical advancement also, people give choice of giving birth to only male children than to the girl child. And coming to the differences in the literacy levels. Literacy means जिसको पढ़ाई आती है, those who can read and write is called as literate. So this literacy levels among the boys and girls is also quite different to children. So when you observe even in the classrooms also, male children will be more than the female children. So this also shows that there is a discrimination even in the education also. Going to schools, learning to read and write are important things in life for all of us. Because without education there is no livelihood, there is no source of earning for the people. So two differently colored bars are given in the figure given in the textbook there. So that shows you that in 1991 the percentage of male literacy was 53, whereas female literacy is only 29%, and by 2011 it has increased. The male literacy rate has increased to 75%, whereas female literacy rate has increased to 58%. But still that picture gives us a clear indication that half of the girl children are illiterate. 58% means remaining 42% are illiterate. So that gives us a very pathetic picture that girl education in India is suffering. And the number of males and females aged 7 years and above who can read and write are called as literate. In any language, if they can read and write, they are called as literate. So there are more male literates compared to female literacy in Telangana region. You will notice that for every 100 females in Telangana, the number of female illiterates in 1991 was only 28. The number of female literates were only 28. That means remaining 72 girls are illiterates. Literate means above 7 years of age children who can read and write in any language are called as literate. Illiterate means those who cannot read and write are called as illiterate. So according to 1991, for every 100 females, 28 females can read and write. They are literates. They are called as literates. And how many are illiterates? And 72 are illiterates. Okay. So according to 1991, the 28% of the females are literates. And this has increased to 58 in 2011. The proportion of male literate also has increased from 52% to 75%. And overall literacy rate of India is 75% children now. So you'll also notice that the gap between the male and female is also declining. Okay, previously there was a huge gap, 50 and 28 was a huge gap. Now it got decreased to 75 and 58. So Telangana and Andhra Pradesh have one of the largest educational systems in India with nearly 1.5 crore students. So you can imagine such a big, large education system in our country, especially in Telangana region. There are 1 lakh schools and colleges are present in and around the state, and children dropping out of school is also an important problem here. They enroll themselves into the school, but after few days they get dropout. A dropout bhi ज़्यादा रहती है Telangana region. And 30 years ago, this problem was acute among the girls. And why the girls will be dropped? Because of various reasons. उसको बहुत छोटी उम्र में ही शादी करवाना, the child marriages were there, dropping her from the school, or otherwise काम में लगा देना. So these kind of things were there, due to which there were huge drop outside 30 years ago, and they used to discontinue from the school. For example, if 100 girl children started going to school, more than 65 of them used to discontinue their schooling after class 5. 5वीं क्लास के बाद they used to discontinue. In fact, not more than 15 girls were able to go and pursue the intermediate education. That is the situation, children. And another aspect of discrimination is low literacy levels among the women. Girls are not encouraged to go to schools. Even though they go to schools, they drop out after the 5th or 6th class, and they are made to stay at home and to look after the household works. So whereas the parents go to the field work, okay, खेती बाड़ी करने के लिए जाते, नहीं तो ये बच्ची को भी लेके जाते to help them in their parents field. So even the girls who go to school have very little time to study at home. घर में पढ़ने के लिए भी बहुत कम समय मिलती है, because they are asked to help the mother in the kitchen or to groom the house, many other works. But whereas male are like lots of, they are like what we call very lovable, and they are not given any kind of work, they are not told any kind of work at home. So a lot of household work is given to them after the school time. Even when girls manage to go to school and study, they are discouraged from subjects, from taking the subjects like mathematics, sciences, which are considered more suitable for men only. And girls are told that they can only learn subjects like literature or home sciences. In fact, many institutions also practice the gender discrimination, gender bias, by not allowing boys to opt for the subjects like home science. Home science is a subject which has to be read even by the men, by the boys also. But the institutions never encourage the boys to take up the home science subject, forcing only girls to opt for that subject, and they feel that it is suitable for them. So in the next class, we will read about the right to property for the women. Thank you, children.